Hello there, this is going to be a short video about the subject of the past and the inner. Now when we look at the Wheel of Elements, we know that there is an inner journey which is defined by this blue square here, and it goes counterclockwise: Hearth Priestess to Sage to Child, or Nymph to Fool, back to Hearth Priestess. Yeah, and this is the inner journey, and in analog system, the inner is also seen as being the enchantress and the nymph, so it's very water sort of like focused in some ways, and the inner is also associated with the past in some ways, while the outer journey is associated with the future. Now, why would that be? Well, for the outer journey, which is warrior, matriarch, patriarch, actress, yeah. This is associated with the future because it is stuff we make decisions upon and stuff we work for. So there is some sense of a goal involved in that. So that makes it future oriented in a sense. Whereas the inner journey, which is Fool, going counterclockwise, Fool to Nymph to Sage to Hearth Priestess, back to Fool, there's a quality to this of timelessness, essentially, and I think we associate that with the past because the past simply is what it is. It simply is. That's all. It's not. It's not like our sense of the future, which is something we might strive towards. It's something which we simply kind of have to accept and we can reflect upon, But what I wanted to say here is, well, just to raise a question, which is, can we change the past? And if so, how? Which often sounds like a strange question because we think of the past almost in the way that we think of the future, and we think of it in a very definite way. And when we think about changing the past, we often maybe think about somehow altering the past. Now, there's a difference between the idea of altering the past and changing the past, because in fact, we change the past all the time by adding to it. We live our life in the present, and the past accumulates. And by the way we live, we add to the past, and that changes it. And of course, in some respects, that can mean that we really do change the pattern overall. Given enough time, the pattern can change. The pattern can be repaired. It can be mended if it felt damaged. It can be healed. But we do it not through undoing the past, but through adding to it so that the overall pattern may assume the form that it's meant to for us, if you see what I mean. So the past can be changed in the sense that it can be healed because we can repair the past, in a sense, by living in virtue, true to ourselves in the present. And this happens not just through the inner journey, but through the outer journey as well. And the two can then go in their directions. They can go in their directions, and they feed each other. The energies all feed each other, and this actually gives you the pattern unfolding, which is meant to be there. And in that sense, we can change the past in as much as we change it constantly, because we are constantly living the present anew, and so constantly adding to the past. I hope that makes sense. Uh, the whole subject of the inner journey is a wonderful one, but so is the outer journey. They need each other and they harmonize together and they make this unfolding mandala, which is our self, essentially, our life and our participation in life, and both our separateness and our individuality, and also our oneness with life at one and the same time.